going to bring her
Yay!
in. Her name is Dory, so colorful keto with you. And so hopefully, Dory, this does the trick to bring you in. So she wanted to...
I can hear you.
And here we go. What's up?
Yay, I can hear you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. I'm so excited. Woo!
You're so crazy.
I am crazy.
Has got energy galore, ready to rock it. So you definitely represent keto very well, my dear.
Oh,
how are you?
I am so good, Jimmy. I have been missing you since KetoCon, dude. You are awesome. Woo! And I am dying for the scoop on your new project. So we need you to do tell, dude. Do tell. Dish.
Yeah, so people that follow my work, Dory, they know that I'm all about educating in simplified, easy language. It's one thing that when I went to write the book Keto Clarity, I wanted to write a resource that would take all the gobbledygook of science, which that's all wonderful, and I can definitely follow that. But the average everyday person, and probably most of the people that follow your work, Dory, they don't understand what a beta-hydroxybutyrate is. They don't know what acetoacid. They don't know gluconeogenesis. They don't really understand all the techno-babble that you and I can maybe converse with a scientist or a doctor about. They just want to know, how do I eat? Is this going to help me lose weight? Am I going to get healthy? I have this disease. Will it help reverse that disease? That's what they want to know. And so my brain is always thinking of those people.
Yes.
And those people, to me, are the underserved people. They're the people that, all right, they try to get in this community and they see all this techno babble, and you're not doing keto right if you're doing this, and you need to do that. And I get so frustrated seeing those kinds of messages put out there that I said, you know what, we need to not just have books out there, which are great, but not everybody will read a book. So how about we create something that will capture people's attention in a quick way, that will explain very clearly in a fun way some of these basic concepts that you and I know like the back of our hand. And so I came up with this idea, why don't we do like a keto whiteboard where we have a whiteboard artist draw, and I could voice it. People know my voice from my podcast for many years now. And so we created this thing called KetoWhiteboard.info for the purposes of doing just that. You go on a Facebook page and, how do you get fiber on your ketogenic diet? I don't understand how you do it. Now you have a resource. You can just pop that video right in there. Bada bing, bada boom. And then they understand in 1 minute. It explains everything they need to know. So that was kind of my heart for this. I'm always thinking of marketing things. That's just how this brain works. And this just seemed like something that was a huge void in the ketogenic community. And quite frankly, I was surprised nobody else had done it yet.
Well, and so huge, because you know what, Jimmy? I'm going to say all the way across the board, my number one question people ask me is, how do I share Keto Dory? What should I share? What videos do I share? You know, I don't want to be knocking on everybody's door like the Bible thumpers, but I want to share keto. I love it, Dory. How do I share it? And I won't lie. I usually tell them, send them a silly dancy Dory video, because it's easy. But now we have actual knowledge that we can share in 1 minute clips. And I love you for that, Jimmy, because I don't even understand all of the gobbledygook, because I learned on my own. And I'll tell you a secret. So I watched your whiteboard. You guys go see it on my event, the event that I created. I popped a few of the whiteboards in there because I love them. But it describes the difference between Atkins and keto. And I'm going to tell you what, people ask me that all the time, and I don't know enough about Atkins to describe the difference. I know keto all day long. I've researched that, but I did not research Atkins. So when people...
I'll tell you where that one came from. That one came from about 2 months ago. Jillian Michaels from The Biggest Loser was on her rampage against keto. You might remember that. And so
I kind of do.
Went to some talk show, and somebody asked her something about, this keto diet, and she's like, when I was a kid, we called that Atkins, and so Atkins, it's just the same thing, and I'm like, no. to slap her upside the head, number one. But number two, they are clearly not the same. Atkins was a great pioneer, Dr. Atkins.
Yes.
Great pioneer of this whole understanding of making fat the fuel for your body. He was very brilliant, being way ahead of his time in the early 70s, kind of taking from the work of Pennington and Banting and all the people that came before him. But he popularized it. So for that, I want to give him props. But I think he made a major mistake when he tried to say that cut your carbs. Great, that's beautiful. But he tried to say eat unlimited fat and protein, thinking that people would opt for the fat because it's more delicious. But what happened was our fat-phobic society went, oh, unlimited fat and protein, let's have chicken breast with broccoli. And so everybody started eating chicken breast with broccoli, not realizing that's low carb. Yeah, maybe it fits within the Atkins template because he doesn't give you specifications on eating fat, but it's not ketogenic. Yes, you could probably create ketones doing that, but you'll be miserable. You'll be hungry. You'll have cravings, the very antithesis of what you're trying to accomplish with a ketogenic diet. So that was one reason that one came about. Was I'm hearing these people say, oh, keto is just Atkins reincarnated. I'm like, no, it's subtly different, but it's different enough that there's a distinction.
And let's talk about that and low carb too, because keto and low carb are so similar that what I encounter a lot is this. Oh, that's low carb, that makes it keto. Not necessarily. Right. It can be low carb and still that's not right. ketogenic by ingredients. So let's touch on that one, Jimmy.
There's a meme out there, Dory, that people say, well, to be ketogenic, just cut your carbs below 50 grams.
Yes.
So that's the meme. That's what's being put out there. Simply cut carbs to below 50 grams, you're automatically ketogenic. I'll tell you right now, if I eat 50 grams of carbohydrate, I am not in ketosis. No matter what the rest of my macros are. I'm not in ketosis. So number one, that's the major flaw. They're totally neglecting that we each have an individualized carbohydrate tolerance level. And so it's why in Keto Clarity we had that acronym for keto, K, keep carbs low.
Yes.
You keep them low to your personal tolerance level. And that's so key, but it's not the only thing. The E, eat more fat. People neglect that they have to, when they take away calories from carbohydrates, they have to replace those calories with fat.
Yes.
And if you're a fat burner, guess what? You got to eat fat.
Yes.
And so that's something that's neglected as well. The T is test ketones often in keto, and then the O, overdoing protein is bad. So people still overdo it on protein. They don't see ketones show up in the blood, and they wonder, what am I doing wrong? Again, that chicken breast example with broccoli, some people might do well with that, getting into ketosis, but others of us will not. And so it's just subtle little things that are differences, but differences enough that we need to talk about them.
Okay, now here's my favorite difference that I want to talk about, Jimmy, because I will raise my hand and say I was fat resistant. I, like almost everybody who messages me, didn't want to eat the extra fat. I was like, oh, I'll do keto, but maybe not all that extra fat. Like, yeah, I'll totally do low carb, but maybe not all that extra fat. And then we did 5 months of that, where I basically did low carb, moderate protein, low fat. And guess what? I lost 0 pounds, and I was hella miserable, and I hated my face until I finally accepted it and I started to eat the fat. So what's your favorite way, Jimmy, to get the extra fat? Because everybody says eat it, eat it, eat it. How does Jimmy eat it?
So before you came on here, I was talking about my new experiment that I started today. And for your followers that may not follow me,
I've heard.
I'm eating, starting today, and today was my first meal that I did this, 90% of my calories coming from fat, and 10%
Love it.
The protein and the rest carbs. 10% protein and carbs. And so 90%. So I did a meal today. Go over to @LivingLowCarbMan on Instagram, and you will see what an 89% fat plate of food looks like. And it's not easy to get that high, but that's not what we're talking about here. With keto, We're just talking about trying to make the preponderance of your calories coming from fat. Because again, fat burner, ketone burner, you've got to shift your body over to using fat for fuel, which requires you to eat more fat. The easiest way is just add fat to what you eat. And so if you like steak and vegetables, guess what? Have steak, have vegetables, but on top of the vegetables, put some butter.
Yes.
Easy. With the steak, have an avocado. Easy to get monounsaturated fat that way. You can also add cheese, which gives you a little bit of protein and fat.
Yes.
Don't do that low-fat crap, by the way.
No.
Full-fat cheese. And there's all kind of really good mayonnaises out there now. I just got the aioli, the new garlic aioli from Mark Sisson's company. Oh, that stuff's so good. And it's all fat. It's avocado oil based and really good. So I don't understand when people say, well, I don't know how to get more fat into my diet. I'm like, you're not trying.
You're not trying. No offense, you're not trying. Really easy. And you know what? I agree, Jimmy, for me. And I equate it this way. For every serving of something that I eat, I add a tablespoon of fat. So for me, a serving of Brussels sprout is 4 Brussels sprouts, tablespoon of fat. And then I'll have it with my little piece of chicken with a tablespoon of sour cream. And then I'll have my little salad and it'll have olive oil and maybe coconut oil on it for good fat. So just remember, everything you eat, add the fat. You're not going to get it.
Thing too, when in doubt, if you think you don't have enough fat, add some more.
Add some more.
No harm in adding in more fat. I think this whole notion, another one of my videos that I did with KetoWhiteboard.info is what is keto do to my cholesterol.
Yes.
So I think a lot of the hesitation that people have is they think if they add fat, it's going to destroy their heart and their heart health. And I'm here to tell you, fat is not the enemy in your heart health.
No.
Carbohydrates are. High insulin levels are. High blood pressure is. All of those things get better when you go keto. So I can't understand why a ketogenic diet would be detrimental to your heart. Will it increase your cholesterol levels? Sure, but that doesn't tell the whole story.
No.
High cholesterol is not a disease. Hear me clearly. Having high cholesterol does not mean you're diseased. High cholesterol can mean a lot of things, but high cholesterol is not the complete story. What I want to see, Dory, is what are your triglycerides?
Yes.
Because your triglycerides are the truly bad fat that's on your cholesterol panel. If that's under 100 and you've got 350 on your total cholesterol, you're brilliantly healthy.
Yes.
Please stop worrying about it and embrace the good numbers that you do see. Don't dwell on the ones that your doctor thinks are relevant and they're 50-year-old tests that nobody pays attention to anymore.
Well, and you know what? We talk to Dr. Ken Berry about that all the time. Get the better tests. If your doctor is just tracking your whole cholesterol number, that's not the number you want to know. So ask them to do the proper tests. They're working for you guys. Remind them.
Can I tell you what total cholesterol is like? I gave this analogy. I wrote a book about this topic. That's why I know so much on it, called Cholesterol Clarity.
Yes.
Total cholesterol is like knowing the end of a baseball game. The two teams, their cumulative score was 25.
Okay.
Does that tell you if it was a 24-1 blowout or a 13-12 barn burner? It doesn't really tell you anything about what the makeup of that number is. So total cholesterol really is a meaningless number without context. And here's another thing. People worried about their LDL. Their LDL-C is way too high. Well, let me tell you a secret about LDL. People think LDL is a directly measured marker. It is not. It is the only marker on the entire cholesterol panel that is estimated, calculated. Guessed is another word for it. So what they do is they take your triglycerides, they take your HDL, they do measure those things. They also measure this thing called a VLDL and some different markers. And then based on those markers, they estimate what your LDL is. Well, guess what? When you eat a ketogenic diet, your triglycerides fall below 100, your HDL will go over 50. Well, when trigs are under 100 and HDL is over 50, guess what happens to that guesstimation of your LDL? It's wrong. really wrong, really, really bad wrong. That's why Barry is brilliant in saying you need to test something like an NMR, like a profile test, to see what the actual particles are doing. Go check out my book, Cholesterol Clarity. In fact, I'm going to do something for you, Dory. I don't do this normally, but I'm going to get up and I am going to grab a copy of Cholesterol Clarity.
No!
And I am going to give a copy away.
Oh, we love you, Jimmy.
Today. So if you're watching this right now and you follow Dory, I know they're here somewhere. Hang with me. Oh, here they are. I got a whole box up right here. So if you follow Dory and you want to win a copy of Cholesterol Clarity, you need to go follow her.
I'm so excited.
Let her know that you started following because you watched this, and she will randomly choose a winner.
Oh, I love it.
But I'm gonna get this out to whoever wins tomorrow. So you choose the winner.
Yes.
There's the book. Cholesterol
Yay!
Clarity.
Oh, we love you, Jimmy. We love you.
So this will be a free giveaway. I will autograph it for whoever wins it. And so go follow Dory if you don't already.
We love you.
Go follow me, and then
Yes. Now we need a special number from you, Jimmy, because Alterna Sweets has sponsored our live today with a giveaway.
Excellent.
So what we're gonna do is you're gonna pick which whiteboard video you want people to share like crazy. They're gonna share it. They're going to comment on my public page that they shared it. They're going to have all day long to share it. And when I do my last live at 8 p.m. Mountain, I'm going to reveal Jimmy's secret number. So you message me the number, and whoever shared it, that number wins the prize pack from Alterna Sweets. So which video are we sharing, Jimmy? Which one's your favorite?
So since you've already mentioned the Atkins versus keto one, let's do that one. Because I think that's a good seminal one to get people started. And then if they're interested in that one, they're going to go watch the other ones. And I have 3 new ones that I just got completed. We're going to upload later this week. So we're just getting started.
Awesome.
Videos there right now. 3 more coming later in the week. And my goal is to do at least 1 to 3 every single week henceforth.
Oh, we love you, Jimmy. Now, I'm going to take a moment because my people are step by step, and that's why we love you, Jimmy. So I'm going to tell them, this is how you guys share Jimmy's whiteboard video. You go to the www.whiteboardproject.com. Then you click on the video. You can share it to your Facebook public page. You can share it to groups. You can send it as a message. You can find it on my Instagram and do it as a repost on Instagram. Any of the ways you guys share it count. Share it anywhere. Every time you share it, tell me you shared it, because if you share it 50 times, you get 50 entries. So go on to my public page, let me know where you shared it, and we're going to get the secret number from Jimmy, and it's going to be revealed at 8 p.m. Mountain. What?
Mic drop.
Boom! And then we're going to pick a number for the book too. And that one's going to be on Instagram. So follow Jimmy, follow me, let me know you followed, and I'm going to pick a secret number.
There's my chickens.
Oh, Jimmy, show us the chickens. We love the chickens.
See my chickens.
Bark, bark, we love it. We'll do the chicken dance next time. Thank you so much for your time, Jimmy.
You didn't know you're going to have somebody as crazy as you.
Right? They don't see me coming, Jimmy. They don't see me through smoke, Zuko.
Hey.
Bye. Thank you so much for your time, Jimmy. We love you.